Today we're going to talk about why this is Spencer Rattler's opportunity to shine. And all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. And today I want to talk about how this is Spencer Rattler's opportunity to shine. This being preseason camp. You heard me say it once. I'm going to say it again. These times of year, August, preseason camp, you're having the most important practices of your football life every August because the depth chart is in flux and everybody has an opportunity to win a job, save about 3 or 4 positions. For Oklahoma, that's the X position where CeeDee Lamb plays. That's the center position where Creed Humphrey plays. That's the defensive tackle position where Neville Gallimore plays. But because you platoon guys in there, you know what you have or don't have. And of course, at running back, Trey Sermon, Kennedy Brooks. But even those are in flux because the reports out of camp early are Marcus Major is really fast and very explosive. And you're getting all kinds of great play out of the wide receivers. And they haven't done a whole lot. I don't want to make it sound like they've done a whole lot because they kind of had a quasi scrimmage or whatnot. But the reports are Jalen Hurts has a better command of the offense, and Spencer Rattler just looks like a guy who knows what he's doing, especially having not been here. Remember, he arrived in June, so this is his first time to actually put on anything that relates to OU in earnest, other than the visor that he rocked for like 3 years straight, and go out there and play some games, but also play with a college-level assortment of tools, offensive linemen, and coaches. Now he is underneath Lincoln Riley's hand in a very real and permanent way. But one of the questions that was put to Lincoln was, hey, how many reps can you expect to get for a guy who is a true freshman, especially when you know you have Jalen Hurts and, of course, Tanner Mordecai, and for some, Tanner Schaefer? Take a listen.
Time for just a few more, Jason Kersey.
Yeah, Lincoln, given that he wasn't here in the spring, how does Spencer factor in when you're splitting reps during fall camp?
Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, with any true freshman for us, they're gonna get reps. The number of those are going to be on if they show that they're ready to earn, a big bulk of the reps. So we're not just going to throw a true freshman in there just because. But we are going to get him enough reps to see if he's ready to factor in this thing right now. And if he is, we'll adjust, and if he's not, then we'll adjust. So, but that's not only quarterback. That's kind of our philosophy with all freshmen. You want to have reps with the big boys, and you want to have the big chunk of reps. Then come out here and prove it.
So Riley, throwing down the gauntlet like you would expect. Coaches want to do that. They want competition. I was up at Oklahoma State for their media day. And Mike Gundy had gone on about, I've never had to do this before. I've named a guy just as soon as I can name a guy because I don't want to deal with the drama of not having named a guy. And when I know, you'll know. I'm not really in this to troll anybody because it's keeping me up at night about who's going to be my guy. Riley doesn't seem to have that issue, but he has gone on at length talking about his history in naming a starting quarterback, and I want you to listen to that sound too.
To give you an example, the first year here when we had Baker, Cody, and Trevor, I was dead set on I can't rep 3 of these guys forever. Now maybe 2, you can go a little bit longer. So I went in saying that this certain day I got to cut off a 3rd guy, and I never did because they were both all 3 playing so good we couldn't, and we felt like we were getting the reps and moving in the right direction that we could afford to rep all 3. Who knows if that happens again. So my point being, you just always have to adjust and understand they're all fluid, they're all different. Number one job the number one goal with it is just get the right guy. And so that the philosophy behind it won't change.
Now, I believe Riley when he says it's kind of a feel thing. He also said that at media days, and Gundy's more or less the same way. When they know somebody separates, they'll know somebody separates, and they want that person to do that sooner rather than later, but they would also like to have competition going on. The reason I continue to say that Spencer Rattler's time to shine is now is because he's going to have as close to a grasp of the playbook as Jalen Hurts has right about now. In that, Jalen Hurts got here in January, he had an opportunity to look at the playbook. But as soon as Spencer Rattler signed, you get an opportunity to be like, yo, coach, can I get some of them pages? Can I start studying? And I'm sure that Lincoln Riley has had that dude studying just as long as he's had Jalen Hurts studying. So when you're talking about what those guys are actually going to know about the offense, that's not really the issue. The issue is who's going to win the team. Who's going to be the leader? Who's going to be the guy that all the other guys are looking up to going, lead us? Now, that's where I believe Spencer is at a distinct disadvantage, and I don't think that's a hot take at all. The guy that you're competing against, if you're not only Spencer, but the two Tanners, has won a national championship, is 26-2 as a starter, and didn't come here to sit. But more than that, he's saying all the right things. Like, I came here to be the best version of myself that I possibly can be, and in the process try to earn the respect of my teammates. And reports are that's exactly what he's doing. CeeDee Lamb said that at Big 12 Media Days. That has been the thing. You understand and you respect him for the way that he works and how much he wants to work. Also, it helps to have a quarterback that's stronger than 95% of your football team. But the way I look at Jalen Hurts is the way that many people look at Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. Check it. Bane was a child of the darkness. He was a child of the dark side. He was raised in a cave where all they did was beat up on each other and use a rope to try to climb out of that place for sport, only so, they could snap it, fall, and die, or if you're Bruce Wayne, break your back and then try to come back from, semi-paralysis so you could be a stronger, better version of yourself. And as Bane said, look, man, you nearly adopted the dark. I was born in it. Jalen Hurts was at Nick Saban, man. What do you think they doing out there except programming dudes to keep saying the process and give them nothing else to say? That dude is on one, all right? And there's a reason why I uploaded a video and had this take about how he could be the greatest college football player of all time if he can do what nobody has done at Oklahoma in damn near 20 years, which win a national championship, because he would have run it at two different universities as a quarterback. He'd have beat Clemson, another thing that Oklahoma just ain't been able to do since Dabo Swinney took over the squad. I'm fascinated by all of this because Spencer Rattler's probably the more talented guy. Not probably. He is the most talented quarterback on campus. But is he the best guy that gives you the opportunity to win a football game against Houston? Is he the guy that everybody is going to rally around and wants to lead them into battle? Because I think this is also one of the things that head coaches actually have to give a lot of thought to. And again, Stillwater, they're having to do this right now. You have a talent in Spencer Sanders, and you have a second-year grad transfer in Drew Brown. And what you have to answer for your football team is, yes, I could set this up to where I'm better in a couple of years because I will have started the younger guy and got him that experience, but that's going to be doing a disservice to my football team today, especially as everybody's undefeated. Everybody has an opportunity to win at the very least the conference championship, if not be the kind of UCF team that claims national championships if they played their best quarterback today. So I expect both of those guys to try to make the best decision for who the quarterback should be against Oregon State if you're Oklahoma State, but Houston if you're OU. I also understand that Tanner Mordecai is a guy that a lot of people still want to know can throw the ball and can see him actually leading this team. I just think that this is Jalen Hurts' job to lose from the experience and leadership standpoint. So even if he lacked a little bit in talent, you're willing to give that up if you're Lincoln Riley to have a guy who knows how to lead you not just on the field but off the field. A guy that has all the respect that he'll ever need in a locker room. So if Spencer Rattler's going to do it, though, he needs to do it right now. Otherwise, it's going to be Jalen Hurts' job, and it's going to be up to Jalen Hurts to lose it. All right, that is it for me. Doses.